Hey there everyone, meteorologist Ryan Weekman back in the First Alert Weather Center. Wanted to give you an update as we approach the 1:30 hour of our afternoon. If you're looking out your window and saying, boy, where's all the snow at? This is what we were expecting if you've been paying attention to our forecast. Yes, the snow was going to be coming down, but largely melting on contact. And as I look out our window here in downtown Toledo at the WTOL 11 studios, that's exactly what we're seeing right now. Glad you can join me here. This is our afternoon update. I'm going to be reporting live tonight on our 5 and 6 o'clock shows. I think by then we'll start to see the snow sticking a little bit more to the pavement and the grass and everything like that. But until that sun starts to go down, it's likely the temperatures are going to stay just a little too warm for things to really stick out there in the way that you might be thinking about when you think snow coming down for late November. Yes, still November, into early December, which is of course what tomorrow will be. Looking at the latest guidance here on when our temperature will drop down there, it looks like right around 5 to 6 p.m. we drop below freezing. We'll get down into the low, probably the mid-20s for a low for tonight, so things will really start sticking anything that falls out there. I see a whole slew of you coming in, so good afternoon, meteorologist Ryan Weekman. Really glad to have you along here on a First Alert Day Monday, and of course we have a First Alert Day out for tomorrow as well. If you're looking out your window and saying a First Alert Day, I get it. There's nothing really sticking just yet. We expect that to change though as we go into the evening hours for tonight. Things will likely start picking up a little bit as far as the accumulation goes for the snowfall, because as temperatures go down, we lose some of the sunlight as well. Things should start to get a little bit more slick on the area roadways, and we should start to see snow sticking a lot more as well. We have the comment section turned on for this video. If you want to type where you're watching from, I'll give some shout outs. So you can go to the comment section and start typing that. I'll also be going through the forecast and doing my best to answer questions for you as well. So once again, good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Ryan Weekman. About 90 minutes after our WTOL 11 noon show, we wrapped things up there. We've been putting some updates here on the First Alert Weather app. And there I see a bunch of you checking in. Good afternoon. We've got Swanton, Bellevue, a lot of people from Bellevue. Very nice to have you along. You're probably wondering, boy, oh boy, what's the latest on our snow? Because it could be a little bit heavier over your way. I'll update you here in just a moment. We've got Temperance, Michigan. We've got Perrysburg. How about Lima, Bowling Green? Good to see you in Maumee. Perrysburg, Findlay, Archibald. Right now reporting a little bit of a rain-snow mix. Thank you very much for that report. We've got a Defiance, Robert in Toledo saying, ready for snow for a change. You'll get it, and by this evening you'll start to notice the snow starting to stick a little bit more. Garrett saying, how much snow for White House? I'll show you the map. Hold on just a moment. Bowling Green, we've got Wayne. A lot of you are asking, are schools going to be canceled for tomorrow? I'll do my best to answer that. We've got Pam in South Toledo. Good to see you. We've got Bradner, Tontogany. Kurt, good to see you. The sprawling metropolis of Tontogany. Fremont, Pioneer, Oregon. We've got Toledo, Cary, and we've got Tony saying, I want some snow. I understand. Fremont, Williams County, let's see, Napoleon, really good to have you guys. Let's see. Okay, so here's the latest on First Alert Doppler. If you're looking at this and you're on your weather app as well, and you're saying, boy, it looks like we should be getting a lot of snow right now. Yes, the snow's coming down, but obviously temperature's just a little too mild. I just want to zoom back out and show this system. Pretty wide stretching all the way from I-69 there in Indiana through southeastern Michigan and all of northern Ohio getting in on this system. But we've got to wait for the temperatures to go down a few more degrees. Right now we're at 35. We've been hovering 34, 35 in Toledo. And every spot is at or above freezing right now. So until the sun goes down and the temperature drops, I'd say about 4 or 5 p.m. That's where you'll start to see things sticking a little bit more. So if you're at work or you've got family members that are at work, might want to send them a text message to say, hey, I think the evening commute could get a little bit slick. Certainly nothing treacherous. We're going to be able to handle this. We've done with winter before, but it's going to get a little more interesting than the drive in for this morning. Some more shout outs here. We've got Napoleon. Jacob saying, well, I need to get my snow thrower out. Well, Jacob, depends where you live, but most likely, no, you're not going to need that. Cade says, hello from Tiffin, giving a shout out there. Dawn in Port Clinton. Mary's saying, live in Fostoria, but work in Findlay. I may be going home early. It's getting nasty out. I understand. Snow's been sticking a little bit better down there in Findlay this afternoon. I've seen a few pictures. Mike says, hey, from Upper Sandusky. We've got Sylvania. We've got snow coming down in Adrian. Another Bellevue shout out. We've got a lot of you over in Bellevue checking us out. Let me show you our hour-by-hour forecast, and then I'll get to the snowfall totals, kind of what I'm expecting to come through. And if you have any questions, type them in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them. All right, so hour-by-hour forecast right here at noon. It's now 1:30, so we'll pop this forward a little bit and show you just the next few hours, kind of general snow that continues to fall. And just look at how accurate our hour-by-hour forecast is. It shows a little bit of that rain-snow mix west of Toledo, which was just reported in Archibald. But I expect, by and large, things are just going to be snowfall for tonight. Notice as we go overnight, just after midnight, we get another little burst of snow. And keep in mind, our temperatures at this time are going to be down into the upper to mid-20s, and so snowfall will stick much, much easier. Then the sunlight will be completely gone as well, and we'll get some blowing snow out there as well. Not enough to create really drifts, because we're probably not going to get enough snow for that, but those county roads where they're a little more exposed, you know how you get the car to drive over, melts, and then freezes instantly, that little thin layer of ice. That, I think, could be a big issue for tomorrow morning. Here's 6 a.m. Notice we've still got some snow in Toledo. To the west, things taper off quickly. Along the lakeshore, some pretty steady snowfall here as well. And then it continues kind of on and off through the afternoon for tomorrow. So that's kind of what we're looking at for our hour-by-hour forecast. Let me zoom in here real quick and see what kind of questions you might have popped in here on our comment section. If you're just joining us, good to see you. Our comment section is over. Go ahead and type. I'll give some shout outs here as well. Jody down in Bowling Green, good to see you. Blake in Rossford. MJ says, got my snow thrower ready. I hope you live closer to Cleveland, because here in Toledo, you're probably not going to need it. Kirsten's asking, will the snow freeze? I hope I answered that question here. Mike says, how much for Upper Sandusky? We'll show you that one here. Maya says, windy, cold, rainy in Port Clinton. You're a little too close to the lakeshore right now, but over the next few hours, as those temperatures drop overnight, Port Clinton, you'll get in on the snowfall as well. Here's what we're thinking for our snowfall totals. Hey, good to see you. Something along these lines. Now, when you see 2 to 4 inches and you see Toledo included on it, yes, but keep in mind, you're also closer to the 1 to 2. So we tried to make a little bit of a gradient here. Basically, the further east that you go, the more snow that you're going to get. And notice the lake effect areas are really going to ramp up. And with a north wind, a little bit unusual, but I think as far west as Bellevue, Bettsville, down towards the east end of Tiffin, even could get in on some of this lake effect, but it's going to get much heavier as you go over to Cleveland, and then things taper off fairly quickly, probably more like 2 to 3 inches in Toledo, Bowling Green. If you want to get that 4 inches, you probably got to go closer towards the Fremont area. And then look how things really taper off to the west here. You'll get some snow, Hillsdale, Lenawee, Williams, Fulton County, but it really tapers off as you get closer to the Indiana border. So just something to keep in mind. A lot of you were asking, what about snowfall totals? I hope that does a little bit better job of answering it for you. Ask your questions. We'll do it. I'll answer them for you right here. Sharon saying, is this going to be a bad winter this year? Well, we're off to a good little start, but there's nothing that indicates this particularly is going to be a bad year. There's nothing that we're seeing out there that says, oh boy, hold on, at least not at this point. MJ, yep, in South Toledo, thanks for the update. You got it. Glad I could help. Robert says, snow is overrated. Yeah, it seems like you're on one side of the coin or the other when it comes to winter weather. Either you love the snow or you're just not a big fan of it. I understand. So we try and do these updates periodically just to give you a heads up on what the latest thinking is right now. Still think by about 4 or 5 p.m. we'll start to see that snow sticking a little bit easier, and that'll of course make things a little more tricky for the evening commute. And I think tomorrow morning's commute is where things are going to probably be at their worst. Doesn't mean we're going to be a full-fledged blizzard or anything here, but the roads could be icy and slick in many spots as temperatures go down into the mid-20s for tonight, and snow, as you just saw, continues to fall. So we're going to continue to update you. We're going to look, those of you asking about school delays in the morning, they're certainly possible, especially those that have more rural routes. For those of you that are still in class learning, those will be the trickiest. Sandy is asking, what's the latest on the winds? Yes, they will be blustery, I think, Sandy. First of all, good to see you. And I think that overnight they'll gust maybe as high as 20 to 25 miles per hour. So those county roads, they'll be out of the north. So the east-west roads, those will probably end up being the trickiest. Glad you guys could get some answers there. I hope that gave you a little bit of an update. I'm going to be working with Robert here in just a little bit. We're going to be talking on the phone here. We're going to be getting our graphics updated. I'll be live at 5 and 6. We'll continue to give you updates right here on the First Alert Weather app. We've got Defender out, so we can watch the latest on that for tonight. And look forward to seeing you. We'll see you later tonight. Take care. Thanks for watching.